students, welcome back to science class. Today we are going to start the 12th lesson in your NCERT textbook, that is electricity and circuit. We use electricity in different purposes to make our task easier. Mainly when you switch on a fan, the fan will work. When you switch on an electric heater, the heater starts to work. The television, the computer, the remote, the camera, see, whatever electrical appliances are using, they all are working by electricity, right? Yes. Students, in this chapter, we are going to study how an electric cell is working out, from where these electricities are being generated. These are the things we are mainly discussing in this chapter. Okay? Electricity is one of the best inventions of science. Can you imagine a day without electricity? We cannot imagine our lives without electricity. That is a fact, right? Yes, in this chapter, we are going to study the electricity, the circuit, etc. so on. Okay, let's list out the uses of electricity. The working of those machines like electric heater, the television, computer. These electronic appliances are working like speaker. You can see home theater, this iron machine like washing machine and iron box, mixer grinder, microwave oven. These all are working under electricity. So without electricity, this may not be worked. The electric train, the electric motorbike. You can see these all are working with the help of electricity. Can you imagine no electricity supply for a day? How would that affect your day-to-day activities? This is what we are going to learn. So you cannot imagine, electricity is one of the best inventions of science. So nowadays, without electricity, we were not able to do any other work. Where does electricity comes from? From where does electricity comes from? The electricity which is there at hospital, at home, right? Yes, a different area. From where this electricity comes from? This electricity is mainly comes from different power stations. The important power stations which is present in India and in mainly in Kerala and all? Yes, from there the electricity reaches to different substation, and from different substation it will reach us up to different places like hospital, schools, home, etc. Right? Students, let's learn about some portable electronic devices. What is meant by portable? The electronic devices which can be carried from one place to another place. That type of devices are known as portable electronic devices. Students, the torch, and there's some electrical appliances like, this one, wristwatch, that timepiece, these all are portable things, remote, etc. so on. How these all are being working on? These things can be carried from one place to another place, that remote, that battery, that wristwatch, etc. so on. How this apparatus working? How these kind of things are working? From where they get energy? Inside this you can see cells and batteries. Inside these portable devices you can see cells and batteries. With the help of this batteries or cells, this battery will be providing energy. Using that energy, the electrical appliances are being working. Electric cell. An electric cell helps in operating devices. An electrical cell is a device used to generate electricity. And the next property, electric cell is a source of electricity. Okay, and now let's move to the uses of electricity. Electricity to the bulb in a torch is provided by the electric cell. That's the first use. And the second use, electric cells are also used in alarm clocks, wristwatches, transistor radios, cameras, and many other devices. Okay, these are the uses. It has a small metal cap on one side and a metal disc on the other side. Okay, look at here. This is the metal cap. Okay, this is a metal cap of the cell. Okay, if you have battery, you can see that. An electric cell has two terminals also. Okay, the one is positive terminal and the one is negative terminal. Okay, the metal cap is the positive terminal of the electric cell, not the point. In positive and negative terminal, you can see which is the positive terminal. The metal cap is the positive terminal of the electric cell, and the metal disc, that base part is there, no, that is the negative terminal. This is the positive terminal. Okay, positive terminal, and when you keep it ulta, you can see the metal base part, that is a negative terminal of the battery. Okay, an electric cell produces electricity from the chemical stored in it, not the point. There is a chemical which is stored inside the cell, and this chemical energy is converted into electrical energy inside a cell. Okay, that is actually the function which is going inside. When our chemicals in the electric cell are used up, the electric cell stops producing electricity. Then the electric cell then has to be replaced with a new one. It is also called a dry cell because it doesn't contain any liquid chemical. Okay, if whenever there is a liquid chemical is there inside the cell, then only it will work out. If the battery is used up, what happens? The electric cell stops producing electricity. Okay, the electric cell stops producing electricity, then the electric cell has to be replaced with a new one. We used to say that the battery is off, battery is finished off, we have to buy new battery. Okay, the same thing happens. It is also called as dry cell because it doesn't contain any liquid chemical. Okay. Okay, so the electric cell and batteries. Okay, these all the appliances are working with the help of electric cell. And listen here, electric cell is producing only 1.5 volt of electricity. Okay, which means that it produces very small amount of electricity and which is safer to use. Okay, once the cell is dried up, you can just remove it. Okay, because only 1.5 volt of electricity is used. But in power station, you know how much amount of volt energy is used? 22 volts energy electricity is being produced. Okay. Okay, many devices need higher voltage to work. They cannot work properly with just one cell. So, like appliances like remote, appliances like torch, they require high voltage to work. Okay, so higher voltage can be obtained by combining number of cells in series. Okay, if one cell is connected with another cells, more than one cells, you can say that it is a battery. So what is the difference between cell and battery? So when two or more cells are joined together in such a way that positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the next cell, they make a battery. Battery means which produce more amount of, more voltage of energy. So higher voltage can be produced when you connect more than 2 or 3 cells. Okay, such a way you have to connect. The positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the next cell. They make a battery because two cells can combine to form a battery. Okay, like 4 cells. So that time the voltage level will be increases by connecting with more than 2 cells. Okay. Now let's study electric bulb. Okay, this is the common electric bulb we all have at home. So outer covering of bulb is glass and the base is metallic. Okay, look at here, the outer covering of bulb is glass and the base is metallic. This is the metal base. okay, which will be fixed onto the holder, right? This is the tungsten filament. The filament is a part of the light bulb that produces light, okay. The thin wire that gives off light is called filament, which is made up of tungsten. So which metal is used to produce filament, used to make filament? Tungsten metal is used, okay. And the filament is a part of the light bulb that produces light, and filament in incandescent light bulbs are made of tungsten, and wherever an electric current goes through the filament glows. So it will become red hot. When you pass electricity, that time the filament gets red hot and it starts to glow. That is the actual functioning of a electric bulb. With the help of this activity, let's study how to glow a bulb. Okay, electric cell with two uses, and you can see here the positive terminals and the negative terminals of the cells. Okay, so this positive and negative terminals, okay, you have to connect it to the torch bulb. Okay, what is our aim? Just to glow the torch bulb. Okay, the positive and negative terminal of the bulb, of the cell, you have to connect it to this torch bulb. Okay, did you understand? This you can do, the same activity you can do from home. Okay, by the time the electricity flows, when you connect, you can see the two terminals of the electric cells are connected to the bulb by electric wires. The electric current will flow through the wires and bulb will glow. This is the simple experiment to show that with the help of an electric cell you can glow a torch bulb. Instead of this torch bulb, if you keep an LED bulb also, it will be glowing because a small current will be passes. Okay, you can hear that the tungsten inside this bulb, you can see the tungsten filament. So the the current will be passes through, it will reaches to the filament. At that time the filament become red hot. Okay, by that time it get red hot, it starts to glow. Okay, so this is a simple activity, you can do it from your home.